Alright, Dolphin fans, so I've had a number of requests to make a video about the Deshaun Watson situation as it stands right now. I was kind of wait until what did or didn't happen, but I figured I just get it out now. Makes sense. So, I'd only heard the basics. You know what I mean? I had only heard the basics. So yesterday I went and I found a Reddit thread, and it was like like months long. It was extraordinarily well put together, very, very in depth about all of the allegations and everything about the not obviously not the women's names and everything like that. So we're going to talk about that, and we'll talk about the football then. In terms of the allegations, there's two possibilities. There's only two possibilities. Either he made almost the exact same mistake, the exact same thing over and over and over 20-something times, or somebody's trying to get to him and they're creating the same story for every woman. That's the only two options. I'm not saying either one. The thing I was talking about with Kyle, I was like, no matter which option that is, it doesn't sound possible. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't sound like 20-something women are going to get together and put themselves out there that way. And it also, after the third and the fourth time, I'm not excusing what his behavior would be. Well, you would think after about a half dozen times, if somebody was doing that, they might get it through their thick skull that it wasn't working. To do that 20-something times, it seems almost as unlikely as that they're making it up. So it's like this giant, who knows what. Now, I did read a little bit about the legal stuff, and this is not up to date, but I kind of read where his lawyers were complaining that the accusers weren't being forthright in terms of giving them the names of the girls, so that like Deshaun's lawyers couldn't really research and come up with evidence and alibis to prove him innocent. I saw basically where they were saying, hey, tell us who the accusers are so we could defend Deshaun, and they were saying that wasn't happening. Certainly wasn't happening at a high clip, but it's possible that information is old, and I'm sure somebody who's watching knows more about that. What I'll say is one of two things is going to happen. Either he did it, and in that case, and nobody's going to want him on the team, right? Nobody would want that guy on their team in their organization. That's a no-brainer. The other thing that could happen if, and this is a huge if, but if it comes out that he didn't do this, he's innocent, and this was somebody just trying to get to him, this is going to be like a big upheaval, I would think, about that in terms of like a backlash against, the court of public opinion, right? He's accused, and pretty much in the court of public opinion, people are looking at things going, yeah, he probably did it. I would probably looking at, remember, I was a massage therapist. So, and I know a lot of female massage therapists. And I gotta be truthful in that reading the stories, this is such a tough subject. It's such a tough subject. But reading the stories, I don't know any legitimate, let's put it this way, reading what he did, and I get the fact that he's Deshaun Watson, that's probably what would have changed things. But in terms of the female massage therapists that I know, and I know of plenty, I don't know any of them that had that situation presented that they would not have filed a claim and or a police report. I don't know any that would have put up with that. Now, it's Deshaun Watson. You're thinking you don't want to ruin him, or you don't want to get ruined if he comes after you. So I get that that's the whole point. He probably felt like, I'm Deshaun Watson, I can get away with it. So you can make an argument either way. Most likely, most likely they're going to end up settling, right? Most likely, I would think that they're going to settle, and Deshaun's going to say, I was innocent, and the girls are going to say the settlement proves he was guilty. And then you're right back down to the court of public opinion. Having lived in that world, y'all, I know somebody's going to give me shit for this. Having lived in that world, I know, I can see it all, because I know plenty of guys that have done very similar things to what those women are saying he did. Absolutely, what the accusations are, I know guys that have done that. I know female massage therapists who have had stuff like that happen. On the other hand, some of it seems like one girl was an unlicensed massage therapist who he flew her in to his hotel room. Now, I don't know about you, but if you're not licensed and he's flying you in, I mean, is she really expecting that to just be straight massage? I mean, you see what I'm saying here? So maybe maybe all three things are true, right? Maybe he did it to some, and there's some women that it didn't, he was with them, but he didn't, maybe there's some of it, the women that are telling the truth, and some are just trying to piggyback on, and it's just a mess. It's just a mess, and I'm only saying it because I've lived in that world. I've seen all angles of this. I've lived in that world, and I know guys that have done what they're saying he did, and I know plenty of women who would have said yes to what he was requesting in terms of massage therapists, and I also know plenty of women that would have not put up with it. And I should say the massage therapists that I know that would have said yes were not licensed, right? So the licensed massage therapist, I don't know any licensed massage therapists that would do that. I do know unlicensed massage therapists that would do that, and at least one of the girls says she was not licensed, and a few of them are estheticians, and it's just the oddest thing. That's the oddest thing to me. It's like, I've lived in that world. You don't call an esthetician to give you a butt massage. There's plenty of girls out there willing to give the butt massage for money. So that's the other angle to this. It's just like, it makes no sense to me from any angle why he would do it that way. But I know guys that have done it that way. But the esthetician part, I've never heard of a guy going for an esthetician to try to get a happy ending massage. So I think in the end there's going to be settlements. I think the truth is somewhere where he did some of it, probably not all of it. And I don't want him on the football team. Okay, I don't want him on the football team for a number of reasons. Number one, personally, I'm just trying to mind my own business here. I don't really feel like making touchy subject videos anymore, because you can't really touch any subject any day. Every subject that's touchy now, you're going to at least get 20 and 30% of the people that are going to say you're some kind of hater or some kind of conspiracy theorist or something like that. There's nobody's hearing anybody, so I don't like those videos. And number two, look, Tua is not the answer, but Tua ain't the problem. This team sucks, okay? Deshaun Watson ain't going to fix this defense. Deshaun Watson ain't going to fix the fact that Greer can't draft his way out of a friggin' paper bag. Okay? So is it what's it worth? We're going to send Tua in a 1? What, is that what we're going to do? Right? And Tua is Andy Dalton. Tua is Andy Dalton. If you get everything else right around him, we saw it last year. Everything goes right, and the defense plays, just bonkers and gets, timely turnovers. You can win games with Tua. Tua's not really going to win you a lot of games, though. Okay, there's a distinction there. Okay, Favre, Marino, Brady. Those guys will win you games you shouldn't win. Tua's not really going to do too much of that. He might pick one off here or there, but he can be a nice guy. He can be a guy that's going to be a good quarterback. But you can look at what he physically can do on the field. And no, this is not a kid that's going to win a Super Bowl unless you've got, the 04, was it the 04 Ravens, the 2000 Ravens, whichever defense it was there with Trent Dilfer. That's what you're going to need for this kid to win the Super Bowl. So, but as far as the rest of the team, Deshaun Watson's not the answer. Would we win a few more games? Sure. God, is it worth the mess? The only way, and this is such a long shot. The only way I say that we should get him is if somehow we find out behind the scenes that he's innocent, really innocent, right? Like didn't do any of it. If we find out behind the scenes that that's about to go down, and then we trade for him, and then we look like, rock stars and brilliant. But it's the Dolphins. What do you think is going to happen? All right. If this was the Patriots, I would be looking and say, they might know something. But this is the Dolphins. This is Stephen Ross trying to undo what he did by, forcing us to get Tua, basically. And no, I don't think we should do it. I think we're going to do it. And I don't like it. I don't like it one bit, man. I don't need to hate. I'm just trying to make Miami Dolphins videos. I don't need the comments of, man, you're still going to support this team after this dude's on the team. And it's just like, none of us need that. Nobody needs that. All the Miami Dolphin guys. I mean, I know there's, other guys, they're looking at it straight from a football point of view. But for me, even from a football point of view, he doesn't solve the problems on this team. We don't have any. We got one wide receiver that can stay healthy. We have no linebacker. So pass rush is non-existent. We might trade X. The offensive line is meh on a good day. We have no running backs. What's Deshaun Watson going to do for this team? Maybe we could win 9 games with Deshaun Watson. I don't know. I don't want it. I want nothing to do with it. But I think we're going to get it. That's the bummer. I think we're going to get him shoved down our throat, and I don't know what the hell. The only thing interesting about that is I want to see what happens when Stephen Ross, if he has the guts to come out, how are they going to defend that? That's the thing, right? How do you defend that? How, with the allegations out there, do you have the press conference as a professional organization and say, well, we know what they said about him. I mean, unless they're going to take the angle of we believe he's innocent, that'd be some shit. Because what if you believe all of it? If you believe he did everything that those women are saying, there's no way this dude. You can't have a press conference and say we believe in Deshaun Watson. Not if you believe he did everything that they say. Now, maybe, if you believe he kind of putzed around once or twice and then the rest of the girls are piling on, to each their own. Like I said, I could see all the possibilities because I've seen all of these situations. I've seen situations where Deshaun could be telling the truth, could be lying, the girls could be telling the truth, the girls could be lying. I've seen it all, okay? I'm telling you. I could write a book. Confessions of a Male Massage Therapist. I have seen it all. And if I haven't seen it, I like everybody else is reading what the girls said Deshaun did, and I'm like, that was Tuesday, man. What happened Wednesday? All right? Everybody else is like shocked and, oh my God, I can't believe this. Talk to a massage therapist and they'd be like, dude, that's every week. And especially if you're a guy. And not just, you think it's just women. It's not. Okay? I've had plenty of men try to do to me, have me do to him what they're saying Deshaun asked for. I've had plenty of men ask me for. We'll put it that way. And I've seen it personally. I've lived the other side of it where I know something didn't happen because I was there, and I've seen girls accuse guys in the massage. I've seen it all. Which makes me not want any part to this because there's no way the truth is going to come out. There's no way all of the truth is going to come out because I believe that most likely he did some of it but not all of it. But even just doing some of it is bad enough for where the girls that have a record of having been with him can easily say, yeah, he did it. He did that to me too. So it could be some true, some false, and he's screwed. He's screwed. But if he did any of it, he earned it. I mean, you do it with the one girl. I'm not excusing it, but if you do it to one girl, you learn your lesson. You make an apology. Hey, I'm sorry. I thought it was that way. It's stupid. You should have a consequence for that. But there's a difference between doing it once and 22 times. I had no words. I've never heard that. That's the stuff I haven't seen, okay? If I said I've seen it all, that's something I haven't seen, is somebody that just kept going and going and going to a new girl every freaking time and trying to get that. How hard can it be at Deshaun Watson, right? I mean, it's not like there aren't girls on Instagram that will do what you want for money, right? Let's not pretend like that doesn't exist. Why go to the esthetician? Just none of it makes any sense. It's ridiculous. It's crazy. I want nothing to do with him on the football team. Just because I don't want to make any more of these videos. This will be the only... I'll have to make one, I guess, if we get them. I'll have to make one. But I'm glad I'm doing it now. I'm thinking about it before we get them. Because I don't want it out there first off. I don't want nothing to do with it. Unless he didn't do any of it. Then it's genius. But he had. There's no way. There's no way he did none of it. There's no way he did none of it. Right? What a mess, man. What a mess. All right. As if being that's the Dolphins. We're 1-5, and that's not even like the worst thing that could happen right now. All right. I'll see you guys in the next video. What do we got? Today's Thursday. Today's Friday, dumbass. Got hockey tomorrow. A typical an hour before the live stream, an hour before the hockey game. The live stream will be tomorrow. And then the recap. And the video was due on Sunday. And I've got Panthers tickets to give away in the live stream tomorrow. So don't miss that.